All right, so again, your test is on Thursday. We're going to do the odd numbers today, and then we'll do the even ones tomorrow. I have the ones that we did yesterday on here already, so if you want me to re-explain one of those, just let me know, but the answers are on here. And then I'll post, after school today, I'll post the answers on a PDF for you guys too, if you want to check with the answers in front of you, but I'll also post the video too. All right, so today we're going to do the odd, so let's take a look at number 1. So on the test, it's not going to tell you specifically to condense or expand. You have to know if there's only one log, and my pencil's not working, that means you need to expand to more than one. If you have more than one log, then you need to condense. So if you had 2 logs, then you need to condense. So for 1, are we condensing or expanding? Expanding. So when we have multiplication, how do we expand this? We add them. So log of 5 plus log of 3. That's our answer.
You want to put like the parentheses or no?
When you only have one thing, so like you're just doing the log of this number, you don't have to put parentheses, but if it was like the log of 2y, then yeah, you would have to.
Okay.
Do we have a base here? If it's 10, you don't have to put it. All right, 3 we did in class. So let's go to 5. So are we condensing or expanding here? Expanding. So we're going to have more than one log in our answer. How would we expand this one here?
You would be subtracting.
Remember, division means we subtract. So this would be log of x minus log of y to the 5th power. Do we have to do anything else? Move the 5 to the front. So when you're expanding, you got to move your exponent to the front. So log of x minus 5 log of y. And 7 we did in class yesterday too. So any questions on 7? Yeah. So are we condensing or expanding here? Condensing, because we start with more than 1 and we're trying to get it to go to 1. So how do we condense when we have addition here? We multiply. And then what do we do with this number out front? It's our exponent. So we're only going to have 1 log to the 6th power. And then what comes after that? X, y, z to the 6. Yes. So when it's just a number out front of this 1 log here, that exponent only goes to the z. So it's only z to the 6th power. And then for this one, you have to have your parentheses because it's log of 6, and then we're taking the log of everything behind it. So you would have to have your parentheses here. Yes?
Why? If the log of 6 is don't cancel them out. They're all log of 6, just cancel them out and put it on the answer.
So we're not canceling out the logs, we're condensing it into 1 log. So when you condense it, you'll always have this log in your answer. You don't get rid of it completely, but we only have 1 log in our answer. Okay, any other questions on condensing or expanding? We'll do the rest of them tomorrow. So then, oh, we still have some more.
Yeah.
So number 9. Are we condensing or expanding here? Condensing.
Condensing.
So what should we do first? Perfect. Take our exponents to the top. So now we have log base 2 of 3 cubed minus log base 2 of 7 to the 12th power. What do we do next to condense? We have subtraction, so that means we divide. So what's going to go on top? 3 cubed, and then 7 to the 12th power on the bottom. So once we have one log, we're done.
And then just solve for, like, put 9 and then whatever 7 to the 12th power is, or can you just leave it like that?
We can leave it like this. Well, we don't need parentheses. You can put them, but you don't need them here. I'm not going to be like a stickler with parentheses on the test. All right, number 11. Yeah, oh yeah, that's cubed. 11 we did yesterday. So everybody's good with condensing and expanding now? All right, 13. So we're solving. Our goal when solving is to get our e to the x or ln to the x, whatever we have there, or log of x, all by itself. So how can we get this e to the x all by itself? We want to isolate it on the left side. So what do we have to do? Add the 14 to both sides and divide by 3. So we have 3 e to the x is equal to 25. And then divide by 3. So e to the x is equal to 25 over 3. What do we do from here? So we take the ln of both sides. Perfect. We do the inverse operation to get rid of that e. So the inverse of e is ln. So it cancels out there. And what are we left with on the left side? Just x. So x is equal to, and then we would have to put ln of 25 over 3 in our calculator. So everybody has their calculators on them, right? So what do you get when you put ln of 25 over 3 into your calculator?
I have 2.120.
Yeah. So x is equal to 2.120. Yeah, if you wanted to find whatever 25 over 3 is first and then take the ln of that, you could definitely do that. Any questions on 13? All right. 15. We'll do 15 again. So I'll do it on the side here. Log of 3x plus 1 is equal to 2. What do we need to do first here? So we know our log has a base of 10. So to get rid of that, we are going to put a 10 on both sides and make the rest of the equation our exponent. So we have 10 to the power of log base 10 times 3. Log base 10 of 3x plus 1 is equal to 10 squared. So what happens on the left side? The 10 and the log base 10 cancel. So we're just left with 3x plus 1. And then what do we get on the right side? 10 squared is 100. And then we just solve for x. This is basic algebra here. So subtract 1 on both sides. 3x is equal to 99. Divide by 3. X is equal to what? 33. Yeah, I'll do 17 again too. I don't think I finished doing it from yesterday. So this one was 15. I'll do 17 right below it. So we had ln of x minus ln of 3 is equal to 4. So our goal is not only to isolate that e, ln, or log, but to condense it too. So we only want one, ln, e, or log. So how can we condense this? Division. So we have the ln of what? X over 3 is equal to 4. So we just condense the left side. Now how do we get rid of that ln?
You put an E on the bottom.
Put an e on the bottom. So the e and the ln cancel out. So x over 3 is equal to e to the 4th power. So we can put e to the 4th power in our calculator, find out what that is, and then multiply that times 3. So x is equal to 3 times e to the 4th power. What did you guys get for x here?
Or could be times 3 by both sides, right?
Right, so you times 3 on both sides to get it to cancel out.
Nine,
163.794. Everybody agrees? Perfect. All right, any questions on 15 or 17? All right, let's go to 19. What should we do first here?
divide by 2.
Divide by 2. So we have ln of 3x is equal to 2. What do we do next?
Then you do the E. Do that.
So we put an e on the bottom of both sides. So e and ln cancel. So 3x is equal to e squared.
And then you divide by 3.
Then we divide by 3. So x is equal to e squared divided by 3. Okay. 2.463. We did 21 yesterday, started it, I guess. We'll do it again here. So we have 5. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. 5. I don't know why my pencil is doing. Okay, so 5 x to the power of x plus 2. My stylus isn't working either. Man. Okay. Is equal to 4. What do we have to do first here? What should we do first here?
You make it a log.
So we have to do log base 5 of both
Yeah.
sides to get that 5, so the base 5 and the 5 here will cancel out. So this cancels, and we're just left with x plus 2 on the left is equal to log base 5 of 4. And then we subtract 2 on both sides. So x is equal to log base 5 of 4 minus 2. So we have to put this into our calculator, find out what this is, and then subtract 2 from that. So if you don't have one of those super fancy calculators where you can put your base into it and change it from base 10, what would we have to do to change this, to put this into our calculator, to find the value of log base 5 of 4? How would we put this into the calculator?
You'd have to make it an exponential form, right?
Nope, we don't have to do that. Remember what our change of base formula is? Log 4 over log 5. So that's if you can't change the base in your calculator. I know some people you can and make it log base 5 of 4, but some calculators don't let you, so you would just have to do log of 4 divided by log of 5 minus 2. So what do we get for x? Negative 1.139. Perfect. Okay, 23. What do we do first for 23? Ooh, 23 is a tricky one. Anybody know where we start with 23?
You have to get rid of the e's, so you put an ln.
So we can't put an ln. We can only do that if our e was isolated, if we only had one e.
So
What does this look like to you? Does it look like anything we've done in the past?
it looks
We
like a
factor
polynomial.
it. Yeah, it looks like a quadratic. So we can factor it. How would we factor this? So remember, we multiply the first and the last terms together. So negative 6. Do we have two factors of negative 6 that add to negative 5? Negative 2 and negative 3, you said?
Yeah.
What's negative 2 times negative 3? That would be positive 6, so that doesn't work. So do we have any other two factors?
Negative 6 and positive 1.
Negative 6 and positive 1. So what goes first in our parentheses here? Because typically it would be an x, but what do we have instead of x's? E to the x. So e to the x minus 6 and e to the x plus 1. Can't forget that we started with 2, so we would have to divide both of these by the 2. Simplify it if we can. So e to the x minus 3 times e to the x plus 1 is equal to 0. What do we do from here? What do we do from here?
For e.
Right, so we split them up and equal it to 0. So we have e to the x minus 3 is equal to 0. And I'll do the other one over here. 2e to the x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we split them up into our two equations. Now how would we solve this one here? E to the x minus 3 is equal to 0. Add 3. So e to the power of x is equal to 3. How do we solve for x from here? Take the ln of both sides. So x is equal to the ln of 3. What's the ln of 3?
Yeah.
1.099. Everybody agrees? All right. So let's go to our next one. We subtract 1 on both sides, so we get 2. Ex is equal to negative 1. Divide by 2. E to the x is equal to negative 1/2. What do we do from here? Can we do the ln of negative 1/2? Nope, can't take the ln of a negative, so this does not work. So we only have one answer here, which is 1.099. So we cannot take the ln or log of a negative number, so if that ever happens, we're done. Doesn't work. Any questions from 23? All right, 25. What can we do first here? Divide by 2. So e to the power of 0.5x is equal to 45 divided by 2. What do we do from here? Take the ln of both sides. So 0.5x is equal to ln of 45 over 2. We need to find what ln of 45 over 2 is, and then divide by 0.5. So ln of 45 over 2 would be 3.114. Divide both sides by 0.5. What do we get for x? 6.227. Any questions on 25? All right, 27 we did in class yesterday. Do you want me to do it again? Are you good? I'll do it again. So this is 12 times 1 minus 4x is equal to 18. What do we do first? Nope, we don't want to distribute the 12. How can we get the 12 to the other side? Just divide by 12. Distributing would just make more work for us. 18 divided by 12 simplifies to 6 over 2? No, 3 over 2. What can we do next? Subtract 1 on both sides, so negative 4x is equal to, subtracting 1 would be minus 2 over 2, so that would be 1/2. What do we do from here? So we want to get that negative to the other side, so we divide both sides by negative 1, so we have 4x is equal to negative 1/2. Now what can we do? Add log base 4 on both sides. So log base 4 and 4 cancel out, so we have x is equal to log base 4 of negative 1/2. What happens when we do log base 4 of negative 1/2 in the calculator? Error. So what do we get here? What's our answer? No solution. Can't take the log of a negative, so no solution. So we cannot take the log of a negative. Yes?
How did you know when you have the negative 4 to have equal to 1/2? How can you divide by a negative 1?
So we want to isolate whatever our exponent is. So if it's like e to the x, we want to get it all by itself. If it's 4 to the x, we want to get it all by itself. So it would be as if we had 4 to the x times 2. We just want to get that 2 to the other side. So here we just want to get the negative to the other side. Any other questions on this one? All right, 29. I think there's two 29s here, so we'll do them both. What do we do first here? Divide by 4. So ln of 2x plus 3 is equal to 11 over 4. How can we get rid of that ln? E. So raise both sides to e. So we have 2x plus 3, because the e and ln cancel out, is equal to e to the power of 11 over 4. So subtract 3. So e to the power of 11 over 4 minus 3, and then we divide by 2. So we just put all of this into the calculator. If you want to just put this into the calculator, subtract 3, just do each step at a time in the calculator. It's probably easier than putting all of it at once. So what do we get for x? So I would do 11 divided by 4 first, and then take e to the power of that, then subtract 3, then divide by 2. So I think e to the power of 11 over 4 is 15.642.
Yeah.
And then subtract 3, then divide by 2. $6.321. So it's important that you guys practice putting these into the calculator so you know what to do. Because you could get it all right up to this step, which is the hardest part, and then putting it into the calculator you mess up, and then you get the question wrong. So that would be unfortunate. All right, 29. I'm going to do that one on the side over here, because I already did that one in class. So 29, the second 29, because there's two of them. So log of x minus log of 6 is equal to 2 log of 4. So what do we do first here? Condense the left side, so we have log of x over 6 is equal to 2 log of 4. Can we condense the right side too? So we just bring the 2 to the top. So log of x over 6 is equal to log 4 squared. Now if we have a log on one side and a log on the other side, what happens? They cancel. So x over 6 is equal to 4 squared, which is 16. So then we multiply both sides by 6. Sixteen times 6 is 96. Right? Yep. So our answer here is 96. All right, 2 more. So 31. What do we do first for 31? Divide by 4 on both sides. Remember, we always want to isolate that log, ln, exponent, whatever it is. We want to get it all by itself. So we're going to divide 4 on both sides. So log base 5 of x plus 1 is equal to 1.2. Now what do we do? Awesome. Put a 5 on both sides. So we have 5 raised to the power of log base 5 of x plus 1 and 5 raised to the power of 1.2. So what happens on the left? Cancels out. So x plus 1 is equal to 5 to the power of 1.2. So x plus 1 is equal to 6.898. 99. So then we subtract 1, so x is equal to 5.899. Any questions here? All right, 33, last one. What do we do first? Condense the left side. So how can we condense? First, bring the 2 up top. So we have log of base 4 of x squared minus log base 4 of x minus 1. And then we have to do division. So since we're subtracting, we divide log base 4 of x squared divided by x minus 1 is equal to 1. What do we do from here? 4 on each side. So log base 4 and 4 cancel out. On the left, we have x squared over x minus 1 is equal to 4 to the power of 1, which is just 4. What do we do from here? Multiply what? So we multiply the x minus 1 on both sides. So it'll cancel out on the left. So we have x squared is equal to 4 times x minus 1. Distribute the 4. X squared is equal to 4x minus 4. What can we do from here? Nope. Perfect. Subtract the 4x and add the 4 on both sides. So on the left side we have x squared minus 4x plus 4. And then what do we need to do? Then we factor. So what do we get for our factors here? What are two factors of 4 that add to negative 4? Negative 2 and negative 2. So x minus 2 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to 2.